Meantime, Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann on whether Republicans should be very careful what they wish for, because Congresswoman, as I was trying to raise with this constitutional scholar, is Republican steps in as president and Democrats go after he or she on the same principle, then it gets to be just a political football, doesn't it?
Well, very clearly, the American people are absolutely outraged. And the question is, what is it that we can do? Has the president overreached with his power? Absolutely, he has. What are the tools available to the United States Congress to help enforce the separation of powers doctrine? In other words, the Constitution is a stop sign for the president, as it is for the Congress, as it is for the Supreme Court. You can't do anything you want. Now,
yeah, but what is making Republicans man up? No sexist comment there. Now, I mean, if this has been going on for a long time, and to be fair to you, Congressman, you've been bemoaning it for a long time. Why now the suit? By the way, we're going to get back in legal, broadsides back and forth. Why not just fix things that are very, very wrong now, rather than dragging someone to court over whether they overstepped their bounds? It just seems to me like an enormous waste of effort.
Well, the lawsuit is what you might call a long-term effort if it even gets picked up by a court. A lot of courts might call this a political question. This could drag on for months and we may not get anywhere. Again, it reflects the frustration of the American people.
You just said it, Congresswoman. We might not get anywhere. Now, maybe Republicans are within their right. Maybe the president's within his right. But if the issue is, one side or the other abusing his authority, maybe someone should get to work under the underlying problems that some feel the other side is usurping from it. But we spend too much time arguing, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, we're going to indict you on this. We're going to go back and forth. Fix whatever is wrong right now rather than dragging the other side to court. It just seems to me there's so much wrong here. This finger pointing, we're going to drag your ass to court, we're going to do this. Just do something. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go where you're going, and I agree with you, because this is what we need to do. Hey, this is what Congress can do, and I argue must do. Number one, we need to deny. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it years ago when you were first raising it? Criminy, give me a second, and I will tell you.
Why? Okay, explain that, Congressman. Why now? Why, after all this time, you've been talking about this for years, now someone just woke up and said, I got an idea, let's sue?
I don't know why John Boehner's filing this now. I have no idea. I called for these measures going back to the State of the Union, and I said that this president is not a king, and the Congress needs to stand up. So why he's doing it now, I don't know. But this is what we should do now. What we should do right now is defund the executive branch when we have the option. I just ran across the street because we're voting on funding for the executive branch all summer long. Cut it. Make it hurt, because if they don't have money, they won't have power. Number two, we need to, where executive branch officials have broken the law, and they have, the IRS gave private donor information to the political friends of this administration. They gave the private donor information
to the political
Congresswoman,
it's separate issue. You're conflating issues.
No, it isn't.
You're quite right. Where was your rage? Where was your rage, Congresswoman?
Listen.
Where was your rage, Congresswoman? No. You're conflating issues and you're being silly. Where was your rage when Democrats were going after President Bush on the same use of executive orders? Because I think you knew then that was a waste of time then, and I think you know in your heart of hearts this is a waste of time now. There are far more important things that you guys have to be addressing than filing lawsuits past each other. By the way, Rome's burning.
I'm not the one talking about that. What I'm saying is that what's very important is the president trying to establish lawlessness in the United States. That's a big issue.
Democrats said George Bush did the same, Congresswoman. I'm just saying, each side claiming it, waste of time. So what we need to do is defund the executive branch, number one, and then impeach think about what you're saying. Defund the executive branch. Congresswoman, if Democrats had said, we're going to just defund President Bush, we're going to defund the executive, you would laugh them out. And so you should have then. And I think Democrats will be in their right mind to laugh you out now. Defund them.
Listen, the House has the power of the purse. This isn't a small power. We can do this, but we can do something further. I hear your frustration.
All right,
what we can do further is impeach the elected officials that have broken the law.
Oh, man. Rome's burning and you're filing. All right.
That's
respectfully
not
disagree.
That's not filing. That's kicking him out of there. What else are we going to do? That is what the Constitution allows.
We'll have more after this.
Well, then what do you do? What do you do?